Hello YouTube, this is Crypto Riot 22 and I want to review the hits from the June session for news. And here on screen is the drawing. You can see some of my doodling going on here. We have to ignore the Texas Lotto effort here. I'm not even close. So I'll keep trying to come up with a system to see if we can narrow that down some. But in the news for June, the first thing I got when performing the session was a large waterfall in the news, crested wave, possible tidal wave. I remember seeing in the image what looked like one of those surfer waves that when they break at the top, it just starts falling over. So that's the reason why I was thinking tidal wave. But your mind has a funny way of trying to lead you down a road to get you to see what it's trying to show you. And so this may have been just, water event coming, that kind of a thing. So it could be that vague or it could be that specific. So if we look on the news for this month, there was an interesting tidal wave article that came up. A bizarre tidal in Solva Harbor. I have no idea where that's at. And I've never heard of Medio Tsunami either. So the link will be below. But yeah, it was just this weird, they don't know where it came from. It just surged in. Let me play a little bit of the video here. And I think this person started recording after they realized what was happening. It was like the tidal wave was on its way out, I guess, by this point. But anyway, it made news. So anyway, the link is below if you want to take a look at that. Next up, we had, I got the word stratosphere, strato fortress, strato launch, something like that. And here you can see a little explosion of some sort, possibility. In the news, I found the B-52 bombers. Those are called strato launchers, or strato fortress, I guess it is. You can see that here, Air Force strato fortress bombers. Anyway, this they made the news here in this article by the defense blog. Next up, I saw crowds of people in a city square. They looked like riots or protests. They were all gathered together. I was inside looking outside at what looked to be kind of a town square. Big cement buildings, government-looking buildings. I did not see, or actually I just caught a glimpse of a horse statue of some sort. Man on a horse, maybe, something like that. So if we look at the news, we come across the Sri Lankan riots are still going on. But I thought this photo was interesting in that you can clearly see this is some kind of government building here. And of course, you see many dark-headed people in the crowds here, and obviously some kind of protest going on. So it was a good hit. That is not a new issue, though. They have been rioting for at least a month over their economy and stuff like that. So just want to throw that out there. Now this one was interesting. A heart, mechanical, artificial. It squeezes or stimulates the heart. See my little doodle there of that. I did find an article. Let's see. I did find an article in the news. Central Texas child makes an amazing recovery from a mechanical heart called the Berlin heart. Now, I would click on that for you, but I've already been there a couple of times and it wants you to pay to get in, so there's really nothing I can show you. But if you go to the link yourself, you'll probably see more there than I can see now. So it's kind of restricted my access since I've already seen it a couple of times. So, but that is the only article I could find about a mechanical heart. But still, it's a little bit of a hit, I think. Next up, we had a female in glasses, short hair, angry, hurt, harmed, slender, summer clothes, some kind of city protest going on. I saw this woman. I saw what she was wearing. Her glasses were not shades like these. They were clear glasses. And her her blouse thing was basic white and it had splotches of color on it, which I couldn't make out what they were. They could have been flowers. They could have been little designs on it. I don't know. Couldn't tell what those were. And she had short shorts on that were kind of rolled up at the bottom, and they had a reddish tone to them. If we look at there were lots of people rioting. There were lots of women everywhere rioting. But I noticed this woman in the photo, her basic white shirt with lots of splotches on it that were similar to flowers and stuff. Thought that was very similar to what I saw. No, she has short hair that she has clipped up. It's probably shoulder length hair. She has clear glasses. Her shorts are not red, but they are rolled up at the bottom. That's what I saw. I thought that was interesting. That may, in fact, have been exactly what I saw, or exactly what the story was supposed to be. This protest is in Tulsa, Oklahoma, June 25th. And for the final drawing I have here is of I saw a boat, a yacht, a private one, but it was sinking, like it had a hole in it or something. And there are actually a couple of them this month. I'll show you this one. Luxury yacht burns and sinks off the coast of Maine on June 21st. So that's definitely a private yacht sinking there. When I saw it in my head, it was not on fire, it was just sinking. So I assumed this this boat is going to find its way to the bottom of the ocean up here. Some other pictures. So there is another video of another yacht out there that Cardi B videotaped and I think she live streamed it on her Instagram, I think it was. But it happened 2 to 3 days before I did my remote viewing session. So I did not include it in this. But it's a very interesting video, and you should go look it up just to hear what she's saying about it. And everybody's gasping about the whole thing. And those things are very, very expensive. If you ever looked at trying to own one or see what they cost, they're very expensive. So anyway, these drawings are posted to my Patreon. My Patreon is free to see this every month, and as we move along through the month, as I come across an article, I put the links to them underneath the drawing so that you can go. Maybe if you find something that's similar to what I've drawn, maybe you can also post those links below so everybody can share them. Okay, so this was the reading for June. There were other readings, other sessions that I did in June. You can look up those videos on my YouTube account, or like I said, go to my Patreon to see them. I think there are probably at least 4 or 5 that I did for the month of June. You might be interested in those. So that's all I have. We'll see you guys next time. The July news session is out. So you might want to, if you haven't seen that yet, you might want to click on over and take a look and see what we can expect for July 2022. All right, Crypto Riot 22 signing off.